Sì. Sì. Dai, mo. Sì. Alright, here we go. We have the hot seat match. No real surprise here that these two gentlemen would be the last two undefeated players. This is going to be a really good battle, I think. I would say I'm pretty sure it's going to be a battle. Not too long or short of a race. I mean, with the format, race to 6 can be pretty long with the call shot, call safe format. So, I mean, I think you got to give the edge to Richie just because he plays out of here all the time, but Evo's playing pretty good, so definitely anyone's game. And I'm watching the wrong screen. All right. Back in real time, so Richie kind of giving up a kind of routine-ish shot there. See if Evo drains this. Yeah, no real surprise there. I would give the edge to Richie, but I think Evo is gonna win, if that makes any kind of sense. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's my prediction. But I don't have to be right, that's for sure. Definitely don't have to be right. And we're down to basically the top 4, top 6. We got Mike Zhu and Jimmy New, Walter Palomino, Ferran Cabral and Tien Ruan. Basically all the close to 600 or 600 plus players are still in. Not really too surprising with the medium races. We do go to hot races on the loser side, but it's still really tough playing the good players. I think the call shot, call safe, and the 10 ball kind of washes away a little bit of the spot because there's a lot less luck. Kind of have to do what you say you're going to do in terms of making the shots. So, all right, Evo coming up with a scratch, leaving him a nice layout here to tie it up. Richie won last month, so if he wins the hot seat, you gotta think he's a huge favorite to win. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing these guys play twice tonight. But, you know, we still have like quite a few other guys that could easily make their way back to the finals with Mike Zhu, who's gonna beat Jimmy New, it looks like, in a second. And 5K, I mean, I think he lost early and he's been grinding it out all day. Of course, most of the tables have been streamed today, especially in the main room. Table 11 wasn't working, but all the tables in the main room, which would be 5 through 13, except for 11, we're streaming, so you can go watch all that for free when it's live and after the fact. So if you're interested in watching any particular match, or you played today, you want to go watch yourself play, which is pretty valuable, I think, and you're not aware of that, you can just go to the bracket and click your match, and hopefully you're on a table that was streamed. Most of them are streamed. Normally 11 is streamed, but I don't even know why it wasn't working today. All right, Richie's got a tough shot here to get to the 6. Yeah. That was going to be tough. I was surprised he didn't follow that. Granted, if he got by the 10, he probably would have been perfect. I think he needs to play the safety here. I'm sure he doesn't want to. It looks like it's not stiffable, and I don't think he can really cross it without scratching either, so he's probably going to try and, maybe he is going to try and cross it. No, he just went for a safe, trying to use a big 10 ball. All right, Mike Zhu just won over Jimmy New. So he's going to be playing Walter now on table 7 if someone wanted to watch that, which is a great match, but I think this is the match to watch personally. Nice hit from Evo. He's even going to get the hook on the 9. What a great shot. Richie's probably going to 1 or 3 rail kick here. I'm surprised he's looking straight at the 3 rail and not looking at the 1 rail. Try to pull up another camera here. Yeah, let's see him going for this. It's probably the right shot. It's still the right shot, even though he kind of hung it up. Again, I don't have my full camera system right now just because I'm doing some streaming in Yuma for Mason's 3 cushion stuff, so I had to ship it out. Give me 1 second, I gotta pay Jimmy New. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, Evo played a really great return safe, but still a couple early little mistakes from Richie where he probably coulda, shoulda got out a couple of these 2 racks, so see what happens. I think this next rack is really huge. I have a feeling if Evo wins this next rack, it's going to be pretty tough for Richie to come back. All right, sorry there. I was trying to pull up a bunch of these events that we have coming up so I could tell you what was going on, which I will do at some point when they're not playing. All right, so here we go. Another chance. Didn't see what happened. Looked like Evo scratched on the break again, maybe. I wasn't really paying attention, if I'm being honest. So this layout's a little bit more tricky than the last one. Even the 3 to the 4 is going to be tough. He's all right here. I think he has just enough room to go inside, but he still has to contend with the 7 and have enough angle to get to the 5. And then this is a pretty tricky out. If he can get to the 6 ball, he should be good. How he came straight across is pretty nice. It's actually a friendly rub, and I think he has just enough angle to do something good there. All right, hands up. Proper hooked here. It's not gonna be good. All right, while he's thinking about this kick, if you guys haven't heard about it yet, we're doing the ultimate pool stuff here. Starting January 20th, we're going to start the league. If you're curious about the format, we're actually going to do a tournament here next Sunday. It's 8 ball with a shot clock and a match clock. This is the flyer right here. That's literally a week from today. It's going to be pretty cool. If you haven't tried it, it really is nice and fun. Of course, that's supposed to be played on 7-footers, but we have 9-footers, so that's what we're going to use. And I think it's going to be pretty cool with the shot clock. I'm going to use every other table diagonally, so when you're playing your match, you're not going to be like, you know, having to worry about people next to you. Same I did for the McDermott when we used the shot clock. So I know that it works out really well. You basically have an entire section to play pool by yourself. It's pretty nice. So that's how I'm going to do it for that tournament. So if you're interested, you can just show up. That one's a little bit later than normal. The door's at 11. We're going to start the matches at 12. And all the info's there on the flyer. You can check out my page, the Amazing page for the flyer, the Ultimate Pool Boston page as well. And I'll have some other stuff up there if you're interested in joining the league. Of course, Evo's, like I said, I think this is a really huge game. I think it's going to be tough for Rich to come back in. Like I said, I think on paper Rich was the favorite here, but in reality, I think Evo's going to take this set. But we'll see what happens. Anything can happen in a short race. And then the next event after that one is going to be 10 ball, getting in the way. Oh, he's rolling good. All right, he's going to clear these up, and then we'll talk about the next event after that, which is in January, the last Sunday in January, so it's quite a ways away. Decides to swing that. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just roll that. He ended up really funny. I thought he could have came across or just kind of stayed on the other side and played the opposite side pocket, but I think he'll probably be fine here because he shoots so straight, but a little funny out of nowhere. Yep. All right, so this is the next event in January. We're doing a 1200 max. You have to pre-register. There is no buffer. If you sign up under the limit and you go over the limit, you're fine. That's starting bright and early. The reason why we're starting so early is not only so we can finish early and go home, but we're doing at 2 o'clock. That means if you go 2 and out or 2 and 2 or 1 and 2 with your partner and you hate partners and you want to play yourself, we got this event on the side at 2 p.m. and it's singles. So if you don't have a partner or you lose early in the partners, you can come play the signals, excuse me. And then all that is working up to this big tournament, which is moved to February, which is February 15th and 16th. This is the finale. It's 5,000 added. It's 96 players max. I'm not going to allow extra players this year because it went too late last year. It's $100. If you're qualified for this event and you want to sign up soon, because when I get to 96, it doesn't matter who they are. That's it. It's over. And then before that one, we also have the Mass State 9-ball, Zuglin's event, but amazing billiard style, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. All right, here's the break. He keeps the cue ball on the table this time. The 4-ball drops. He's got a tough cut on the 1 with a really difficult path to come up and down. I think he's just going to play safety here. He can either bank the 1, which would be pretty aggressive and silly, or he'll probably thin the right side of the 1 and come down here by the 10 or the 3-5. You could also try and cut it and play this up and down path, but I think that's just asking for trouble. You're better off at the bank if you want to be aggressive. But I do think we'll see a safety. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Yeah, so he's going on the right side of this, I believe, like I said. Yep, down by the 3-5, shocker. That's a really great shot. She's going to have a tough time. He might have to actually jump kick at this. Yeah, I think we're going to see him. Yeah, or he's going to have to Z it. This is a really tough situation. He might want to tie up some balls here. He might want to consider tying up this anything. All right, he's trying to kick this long. It's possible. Yeah, a little short though. He made it kind of funny, but I don't think it's going to matter much, to be honest. Yeah, I think when the kick's that hard, doesn't hurt to tie up a ball. And this is really going to be a detrimental game if he loses it for Richie's chances of winning this set, especially with the layout the way it is. All right, Evo yipped that one a little bit. He's on the wrong side, so he's probably going to have to draw this, hit it pretty hard and spin around the 9 through the 7-9 to get shape on this 5-ball. Yep, that's where he wants to be. He might also try to come through the 8 and 6. I think he's drawing it though. Nope, he went the other way, but he severely underhit it and he's gonna hook himself. I think he has the bank. Maybe he was playing for the bank. Not too sure, but he's got a pretty straightforward bank. I think he called it, not sure. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He doesn't want to let Richie back in, so he might just play safe. He's got a pretty simple safe under the 10-8. Yeah, the bank's not terrible, though. The position on the bank's a little tricky. He went for it, and he points it. He's going to get put back in here. Richie might feel the pressure to jump this, though. Yeah, Evo said he forgot that he can't really play a two-way here. I mean, you can. You just got to know you're going to get put back in. This is a pretty tough jump shot. It's really easy to scratch on this. But it's a makeable jump, but cue ball is going to be pretty live. A good outcome for him would be to make this and actually hit the 9 for breaks on the 6. Or if he can really gin it, spin around the 7, but that would be pretty impressive. See what he's got. Yeah, that's asking a lot. Is he going to sell out? Let's see, does that go in the corner? It's kind of hard to tell. And like I said, I just don't have all my camera views right now because it's all packed up. So this is what we got. I think it goes by the 7. You can just draw it back, but it's going to have to draw all the way for the side, I believe. I don't think it goes through the 10-8. I'm not sure. The overhead is very deceiving at times. He also has a nice lockup. All right. So he decided to just take his medicine, and he's going to try and probably go through the 10-8, come around. Doesn't want to get so tight that he bumps the underside of the 9 and gets caught on it, but if he can avoid the 10 and go through there, he should have enough speed to get good on the 7. Unless he's going to draw out of it and avoid that whole problem. No, that's the shot all day. I don't like drawing out of it because you're probably not going to get enough on it from there, and you're going to end up hitting the 9 anyways. And here he has a nice natural angle. He wants to come in just under, probably hit the first diamond under the side pocket and get on the board. He went a little long and he forgot to make the ball. See it way deep in there. All right, so maybe a little pressure on Richie there. This is still a tricky shot. If you go rail first, you're going to leave a really thin cut on the short side of the 8. If you thin it on the right side, you have to hit it so thin or you'll force follow it and keep it up table. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he hit that well. 9 ball helping him. How's the pocket? Oh, he's getting some love. That didn't have to work out like that. Notice he hit that with like a little bit of a low ball, and that kind of fights that potential for it to hit it thin with the top spin where it will stay up table. Someone on Facebook is asking about the payouts. They're on Facebook posted. It's like first place for the tournament with the side pool is like $12.50. And then it basically drops by like, I don't know, $200 a place or so from there. Something like that. If you're interested in the payouts, they're on Facebook, and Evo is taking a commanding lead here. But really, Richie's kind of just letting him get away with a lot. It's not like Richie doesn't have his chances here, so whenever I'm in a set and I'm losing, I like to consider why am I losing? There's a way to like, you know, am I losing because the guy got absolutely perfect on every ball and kept me in my seat, or am I losing because I dogged it? And if I feel like I'm losing because I dogged it, then I feel like I could have won those racks. I feel like I can win the next racks too. And I think Richie should try to consider that to stay positive. Of course, I do want to talk about this tournament and this format that we have on Sunday. It's pretty cool. If you guys haven't heard about it, it's the Ultimate Pool USA, and basically what it is it's match clock and shot clock. So you start, you play the match, and it's not a race. It's a race to whoever's in the lead at the end of the match. 40 points in Fargo is a game. So say I'm a 600, I play a 640. I start -1, or vice versa. And it's pretty cool because if you're giving up a spot, it forces you to shoot pretty fast. And yeah, I just think it's cool. A cool new format. I played it on the bar box and it was really fun. I'm going to try and play the event on Sunday because I think I have some people coming to help me run it. just because I'm interested to play this format too, because it's pretty fun. And I can't play the league because I'm the league operator. So if you guys are interested in joining the league and you want to check it out, or you just want to play a new format and some 8-ball for a change, I definitely recommend coming. It's $45. It's next Sunday. It does count towards the play in the finale. There's no day pass for this event because I'm trying to open it up and make it a little cheaper for people who just want to try the event to see if they want to play the format for the league. But it's still a healthy entry fee so that if you do come and play and win the tournament, you know, people are going to get a couple bucks for their efforts. All right, so Evo has a chance to get on the hill here with pretty straightforward out. It's really all about getting onto the 3. Getting the 3 down. Probably going to play that combo with the 3-5. He's on the wrong side here, so he's going to have a pretty tough time. He might be able to hit this with inside English, spin off the 4, and come up table by the 10. Yeah, just like that. That's literally perfect. Now he's got a nice combo. If he can control his combo, he's probably out. 7 might pose a little problem, 6 to the 7, but this is the big shot. He really needs to control the middle ball here. Wow, he hit that so hard. I don't understand that at all. I'm really confused by that. I guess he just felt like the way that the 3 was going, he needed to hit it hard to come out for a different angle. And yeah, it's not leaving Richie anything great. I mean, Richie has to carom the 5 in, but there's no guarantee he's going to have a great shot on the 3 if he does. He's going to try and play a good speed to have the 3 in the right side pocket, I think. Definitely not. I would say the rolls aren't really going Richie's way, but that's kind of what happens when you don't, you don't finish the rack. It can be like that. So let's see the speed he plays on the 3. So he decided to hit it hard, and I think he did that because he needed to draw into it a little bit, or if he hit the 3 softly, he probably wasn't going to make the 5. So he did well. Now here he has to suck it back just because he can't play short side on the 4. So another really tough shot. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough shot. Tough shot, and now he really made things a lot more simple for Evo, especially with the 4-6. Maybe not. He might be a little straight. I think he's going to have to force this 3 and stun over to leave the angle to come play a little 1 pocket with these 3 balls. Wow, he just... Obviously, he didn't have that angle if he did that. So, he's probably looking to play a safety here. Yep. Wonder if he's going to roll up on the 9. Yeah, I think he's going to try to roll into the 9-10 here, maybe. Let's see what he does. Yeah, that's the shot. Didn't quite get there. I think he got it. He's not going to leave Richie a shot, but Richie will be able to at least hit the 4 and do something. I think a shot that's potentially available here is... he might be able to cross this. He could try to overcut it and hit the... he's in a bad spot here. Let's see what he does. Just overcut it. That's pretty great. That's a great outcome there. Sorry for my bad camera cut there. That's a nice shot from Richie. Evo's a big favorite to hit this. Probably 2 rails. He's just gonna spin this under the 7. Probably wants to hit it pretty hard and full if he can. Oh, that's good. And how do you like that? Ties up the 8-9. Yeah, I'd say Evo's rolling pretty well. He's definitely getting the best out of these return safeties, that's for sure. Listen to my horse tired voice. All right, well, the 8-9 made it interesting. I mean, it's a good situation if someone can get ball in hand, or, I mean, the 8's dead if you can hit a ball into the 9. If that's going to come up at any point in time. You can kind of see it better on the overhead here, but not sure if that situation is going to arise with this layout. All right, weak safety. You got to feel like Richie might want to be aggressive here. The thing is, there's no real reward to even being aggressive here, but he is going to call the bank. It's just so tough because even if he gins this bank, it's like, what is he even good for? I have a feeling Evo's just thinking about what he's going to do with the 8-9. If he comes around 2 rails and comes under the 6, he can play the shot I was talking about, which is shooting a triple combo to break up the problem. Of course, it comes with a lot of risk, but Evo has a big lead, so he can afford to do that. But he doesn't like it. He wants to break it up now and force Richie to solve the problem, but he's going to end up in the drink, I think. Nope. He's rolling too good for that. He's rolling way too good for that. Look how deep that ball is. Can't even see it. Where'd it go? Yeah. Evo's rolling real good. That's what happens when you miss balls that you shouldn't. That is how it goes. Wow, what a return. How do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, especially hitting it that way, but I'm like,
And then Richie got a little unfortunate that he left him so close to it where you can play an easier return. He probably thin this. He might even try to go rail first and thin this. Or he might separate it now and try and get behind the 7. Come off the 4, under the 10. 2 rails, will be 3 rails under the 7 or 6. That can get away from you, but it could also break up the balls and give you a ball in hand with a real chance to run out. Let's see what he does. Yeah, that's the risk of this. But if he gets the hook, then that's good. I mean, looks like he got a pretty great hook. Gotta assume Richie's going to the air here, but he might kick it. I feel like he should jump this, but he's gonna kick it. Is he gonna get any love? Not really. So Evo will probably follow this. 1, maybe 2 rails to play the 6 in the side. If he makes the 4, you gotta like him to get out. The 7 blocking the 6 does make this out a little bit more difficult, but I think he's gonna be fine, to be honest. Let's see what happens here. There you go. So he actually cheated the pocket quite a bit and avoided the rail altogether and ended up pretty much perfect. Might go to the rail, or you might be able to just stun this and stop it a little bit. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he had the perfect angle. All right, so he's probably going to get on the hill here. He's a hair straighter than he wanted to be. That's why he's nodding up and down. So he's either going to cheat the pocket or take the long shot. Yep. So that's all he had. But should be a hanger for him right now. I mean, the 4-ball shot was way more difficult. He has a huge lead. And he hasn't really missed anything open. So, can you tell I'm trying to jinx him? I'm just kidding. Oh, it worked. I'm really just kidding, but that was pretty brutal timing. Oh man. All right, Richie's gonna get here. I mean, Richie's capable of coming back on you. That's 5-0 and 4-1. That's way different. Especially when, like I said, I mean, Richie had a chance to win every single game, you know? All right. Richie's on the board. Maybe we'll make a set out of it after all. Wow. All right. I'll be right back. Throw up one of these flyers for you guys for a second. Sorry, I just realized you were done. Perfect intuition. Okay, what do we got? 56 is 150, and then you got half yourself? Yes. Pretty sure it's $80 total. So it's 190. See you later. All right, sorry. I was paying $5K, who ended up in 5th, 6th. Tian's having a great tournament. It's probably one of his best 10 balls, if not his best 10 ball. So good for Jacob, aka Tian Ruan. And I don't hate Richie shooting this shot. Like, if he shot it, I wouldn't be like, oh, why did he do that? Just because he can make it, and he is a good shooter. And if he does make this, he can potentially get on the 3. Probably going to come across this, play the 3 in the opposite corner pocket, if anything. Oh, no, he's hit it real slow. Like, that's pretty beautiful. Go in. Wow. I thought he was going to hit that with a little more pace, to be honest. You can see the frustration there from Richie. But the reason he shot it is because if he makes it, he probably wins this rack, you know? And that's the thing with the good players, you know? They're always one shot away from one hard shot away from a bunch of easy shots in the rack. So it can be hard to get into safety battles, especially when if you really consider it. Richie lost most of the safety battles he got himself into with Evo. All right, he's a hair straighter than he wanted to be here, so he's probably going to draw this straight back if he's not reaching too much. He wanted an angle, I think, but he's going to be fine. Pull it back. Don't underhit it. Worst case scenario, you get above the 7 and you go around the table. Just whatever you do, don't hook yourself on the 9. There you go. That's great. Like I said, that's a lot better than being too short. And here, he's going to spin this. I'm going to watch the side pocket with the scratch, but he should be fine. Yep, overspin it. That's the way to do it. And it's right back to being on the hill. Evo does pocket the ball very well. Oh, he's getting funny. That's pretty good for funny, though. I mean, I know he's not happy with that. And there's no way he should have been there. He overhit it, and he probably put a little inside by accident. That's why he came to that line. But, I mean, he still has a shot. He could have been absolutely glued here. So, like I said, the good rolls continue for Evo, I would say. Cut this in and come around 3 rails for the 10. Don't want to hit the 9 with the cue ball. Probably won't.
God damn, barely touched it. Fucking tight.
Yep. He almost had it though. All right, so a couple mistakes here late, giving Richie new life. All right, again, we got a game on our hands. Evo not being able to get the last 3 balls down to get on the hill. And if Richie can break and run here, Evo's definitely going to be feeling the heat. Right, this is a good look for Richie right here. The 3 ball didn't necessarily cooperate, but depending on how this 2-9 hangs up, he could get short side. Also, the combo on the 3-8 isn't terrible. It's not that great either, but he's got options here. He's definitely got to be happy that he has a look to pull with it in 1 at all. I know I'd be pretty happy. All right, doesn't want to make the 2. Yeah. Definitely wanted to hit a little fuller. Looks like potentially, let's see what he has, the side. I think the side's gone. All right. So he played that kind of bad. I think he was really concerned about putting the 2 in by accident, which was why he hit it the way he did. And now he's probably going to be playing a safety here. So he's maybe going to roll up on the 4. Yep. Nice shot, Richie. That's a huge shot. The problem is, even if he gets ball in hand, which he's probably not likely to, because this is a pretty basic hit for a guy like Evo. But even just getting to the short side of the 3 could be tricky, and then getting on the 4, but he's not going to get ball in hand, I don't think. Side pocket's making it a little tricky, but really Evo's thinking about how he can hit this and get safe more than anything else. Unless he's cut off more than I think. He's looking at this 2-rail long kick, so maybe he is cut off more than it looks because of the side pocket. Oh, there's no way he's shooting this. I think this is crazy, but what do I know? He's at the table. What a hit. It's a great hit, but he basically, man, he must have had a really bad, must have been pretty bad for him to choose that kick instead. Wow, Richie's going to give up ball and, oh, he just got it. Wow, how do you like that? Good speed, that's what we call that. We call that good speed. There's a bracket, Evan, and you can click on it and find all that information for, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just being sarcastic. It's Mike Zhu. Looks like he's about to beat Jimmy. No, Mike Zhu's probably about to beat Walter, and then it's Jacob and these two. So like I said, Jacob's having a great tournament. He's the 588 that could have been you, Evan. If you're looking at the bracket, it's pretty funny. Or I think it's funny at least. Not sure why he's not looking at the short rail here. I mean, he's got a pretty big blockers. If he can hit this kind of thin, he should be able to get on the 6-7. Yeah, just like that. I mean, how good did he hit that? I think he found the bad gap by accident. No, that's perfect. That's really good. I mean, if I'm playing a guy like this and he's returning the safeties like this, I'm shooting shots I might not normally shoot. I mean, he's really in a bad spot here. Again, this is a situation where you might want to consider tying up a ball. No, he's in New York. I know that you thought he was going to be here, and that's why you were too scared to come, but for those of you on YouTube, I'm making fun of Evan Morrell commenting on Facebook. All right, so he's going to try and masse around the 10. Oh, he fouled, so he missed it anyways, but it's all ball fouls in the act of a shot, so as soon as he touched the 7 with his stick, that was it. All right, this will be Evo's third chance to get on the hill with a really great look. I mean, really no problems at all here. Maybe the 3 and the 4, I mean, might have to play the 4 in the side or something, but he should be fine. All right, he's a little straight, so he's definitely going to play it in the side or the short side into the corner. It's a little deceiving to see how tricky this is. He could also swing around this and play it into the other side. Oh, he just came down for the corner. Good shot. I think he wanted more angle to play for the side. So now he's going to have to punch this, I think, and leave himself a little slide shot over for the 6. So he's probably going to want to be a ball to the right of where the 4 is now and then stun over. Play the 5 and the 4 in the opposite corner pockets. Unless he wants to really get into this with spin and play the 5 in the side still. See what he does. Nope, he played the correct shot and he got pretty much perfect, I would say. Could have been over a hair, but probably better off with more angle where you don't have to force it. The problem is now he kind of has to use that second the rail instead of just floating it, but he's got options. Well, he tried to just float it when he probably should have used the rail. And he just is having trouble getting on the hill here. Yep, like I said, he was worried about the float. He really just needed to draw it, hit the second rail, and take the longer shot on the 6. But it's easier said than done. Richie finally got a roll. I think that's the first one for him, if you want to call that a roll. Leaving himself a pretty awkward shot in the corner. Nice shot, Richie. He's probably just going to stop this right there and play a couple rail position, or he might choose to draw it back and play one rail position. So we'll see what he does. Yep. I think he wanted to get more out of that, but he's fine. He's going to draw straight back. He way overhit this. That's the problem. He really wanted to draw that 8 back so he could use the rail for speed control. So now he's got a tough cut in the side or a bank. I think he's going in the side. Nope, he decided to bank it. I did not like that shot at all. I feel like is he going to get away with that? Not really. I feel like he just got frustrated and didn't take his time on that one. But, yeah. Wow, how do you like that? Evo cannot get on the hill. Evo can't believe it. Richie can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. I kind of believe it. Pool is a crazy game, huh? Life after death, that's what they call that. All right. Boys are putting on a weird show for us. Curse. Is it a curse or is it a blessing? It probably depends on who you ask. All right, all of a sudden it's a game. I mean, how sick would Evo be right here if Richie decides to break and run? But this is a great match, actually. I mean, it really has been an entertaining one, at least. Evo's match to lose at this point. And we got Mike Zhu playing Jacob right now on table 6. And that's the quarterfinals, I believe. So this is going to work out perfect timing, actually. By the time they're done, should be just about wrapping up with the other one. And yeah, we can just roll right through and probably till about midnight, hopefully. A little bit, maybe 1 a.m. we'll go to. Hopefully not. See what happens. All right. I didn't see what happened. Is it a dry break? No, he scratched. Brutal. He scratched. That's tough. Yourself, right? Yeah. All right. Wow, Evo with another. Just cannot get on the hill. Crazy. You know it's in his head now. I mean, 2, maybe 3 times. Now the 4th time, you're like, wow. Richie's got to be loving it. I mean, he doesn't love that he has this tough 6, but probably doesn't hate that he's still in this match. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I am a curse. It's me. That's so brutal. Evo tried to leave himself jacked up. I think he might have. It's going to be close. I think that's why you're supposed to follow the ball if you can, but I wasn't actually sure what angle he had there. Yeah, he could have followed it if he wanted to, I think, past the 9 the other way. And he probably should have, and now he's... Wow, that's good speed. It's a really good shot. And I think he has a nice little angle. He might have to play this in the corner, actually. See what he does. Or he's going to draw it back out, but he has to watch out for the 10. Oh, he had that good angle like I thought. Alright. I don't think he's going to yip this one, so... Man, tough time for Richie to scratch off a double kiss. Very tough. Alright, Evo's finally on the hill. Still anyone's game, I would say, though. But Richie just hasn't been able to, like, do anything really, you know? He's had a whole bunch of chances, just hasn't got it done. So maybe he'll come alive. It is a very long day. Everybody's been playing since 11, so they're all on 12 hours. So fatigue is definitely going to be a factor. Looks like he didn't give himself a good rack there, just by the way they spread. Pretty sure that something wasn't touching right there. Yeah, that came off really funny. The 10 definitely should not have moved like that, so looks like Evo slugged himself inadvertently. And Richie has, you know, he's got an open shot on the 1, no clusters. You can get it done here. It's really all about getting on the, from the 4 to the 5. I think if you can get to the 5 ball, you're pretty good. Really, the 3 to the 4 and having a nice angle to get to the 5 is going to be the problem. And I always mention this, just the layout of the 2-3. It's always tricky. I also like to point out how oftentimes if the 2 and the 3 were reversed, just those 2 balls makes a massive difference in the out. For example, just to then, if they were reversed, that would be way harder. All right. Richie has the angle to come around 3 rails here under the 10 and hopefully pass the 9 or bump the 9 in a good way or bump the 6. But this is the key shot of the rack, undoubtedly. Oh, bumps the 10. It could be worse. Definitely didn't want to do that, but he can follow this and try to rub off the 7, or you can just stop it right there and take a little 3-rail cut on the 6. He bumped off the 7. That's beautiful. Richie's feeling it now. Can only give a guy so many chances. That's the thing before they wake up, especially at this level. The guy is bound to remember how to play pool again. All right, Richie's choosing to draw this out. Needs to watch the side. He underhit it a hair. It's kind of in between shots here where you could go inside English and swinging it. It's probably the right shot that he will play, but he can also draw it. I mean, he's got options. He's just a little in between everything. I'm a sicko and I like to shoot this shot with inside, but that's just my personal preference. Also, I'm not at the table, so I could be totally wrong. See what he does. Yeah, he swung it. That's probably the right shot. Let's say, given his position, that's the right shot for sure. All right, to stay alive here. Great out there. Nice time to get out. Evo's got to be feeling it. I don't know if you guys caught his face there. He did a little grimace. But definitely a great match from these two. And we got a decent amount of people viewing for a Sunday night. We got 31 on Facebook and 46 on YouTube. Pretty good. And that break, if you guys don't remember me saying, Evo kind of slugged himself and left him the out. So even with the magic rack, very important to check the rack. Notice the 10's probably not going to move. I mean, yeah, it moved a little bit, but not the way it did with Evo's shot. Richie decides to hit a perfect break. Is the 6 ball going to cooperate? It's okay. It's nice when the first two balls are sitting in front of pockets. Again, though, I would argue that this might be slightly easier if the 2 and the 3 were replaced in their positions. Something to be aware of when you're racking the balls. In 10 ball, it does matter where you put the 2 and the 3, even if they have to be on the corners. But, I mean, the 2's in such a good spot, it's not a big deal here, but in lots of racks, it is a big deal. All right. There we go. Count that as the second roll for Richie of the day, if you want to call it one. Evo, I think, has like 7 so far. Again, the 5 to the 6 is going to be pretty challenging. Maybe he was trying to break it up with that. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be challenging. I don't know if he's going to try and do something crazy here and like thin the 9, which I wouldn't really recommend. But this whole, I mean, I'm sure he's not going to do that. He's probably just going to leave himself a steep angle on the 6 and try to use inside spin to come down for the 7. And it's okay if he has a big cut. But this is not an easy situation. To the 6 to the 7, 5 to the 6 situation is real tough. He needs to get about 1 diamond exactly over from where he is now to the left, if he can. Yeah, don't bump it. All right, you know, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good miss. So let's guess that's Richie's third roll. They come late, apparently. And then Evo has a nice line here with the spin. If he can, I think he can get around the 10 no problem. The 9 might impede his ability to put English on this ball, but if he can spin this a 1, well, it would be 3 rails into the position I was talking about. Just like this. Yeah, actually left him a really good position, and then still a tough shot. You can either hit it softly with spin and get on the 7, or you can go back and forth, play short side. I think he's just going to hit it soft, though. Might even scratch if you're unlucky. Nah, he hit it perfect, and this is probably going to be all she wrote. It's just crazy how easy he left him to get tough on that tough 6 ball there. I think we're gonna see Richie back though. I'm gonna try to adjust a couple cameras to be able to watch the Jacob in TN match, which is on table 6. I might even just unplug this plug and plug the other one in, because that would make my life way easier. I'm just gonna do that. So the quality is not going to be quite as good, but you guys will live. Alright. This was my quick cheating, because I'm kind of lazy. So this is Mike Zoo. I'll pull up the scoreboard here for you guys in a second, so we don't have to guess what the race is or anything like that. So it's a 5-3 race. This is the quarterfinals.
I know. No, you got on it nice.
Wow. It's going to be a big deficit, I was going to say, if Jacob can get the first game. He missed okay. Mike doesn't have to make this, and he's definitely not giving it back. We do hot races on the loser side, so the races for the higher handicaps are really tough, but if Mike wins, it's going to be even races the rest of the tournament. If Jacob wins, Richie's going to have to give up a big spot. 5-3 is it's a tough spot against a 580 player. Right, he decides to play a pretty bad safety. He even leaves the easy shot in the side, where Jacob can just kind of float this in.
Sleep on the plane.
All right, Jacob's gonna just miss the scratch or scratch. Wow, that's so sick. I mean, you got to know that's there and that you need to either spin it a little bit or just completely avoid that. Of course, he's not going to make him shoot that because he knows that he's not going to miss it. It's going to be an all-iron finals one way or the other, it looks like, if Mike wins it here, but still a 4-3 race.
I'm Dylan Barton. Nice to meet you. I played Evo. Knocked out around 7 o'clock.
All right, Mike's breaking from kind of off to the side a bit. Just misses just about everything. I do have a feeling, though, Richie's going to play Evo again in the finals. I don't really see Tien winning this match, no offense to him. I just think Mike's going to get him. And then I don't think Mike's going to beat Richie. And I'll be really curious to see what happens in that second set against Evo if Richie can make it back there. I think they were both sitting for a while because we were trying to let the losers bracket catch up, and yeah, be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to leave this here for 5 minutes or so. I'll be back in a bit. I didn't know you were afraid of heights. Couldn't get on the hill.
Yeah, I can't focus for that long, you know. I missed that 7, I missed fucking stupid shit.
8 ball when you have the first chance to get on the hill. That was the one that I was really surprised about.
I think it was a 7, like, over
It was
there.
an 8 in the corner.
Was it an 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that, yeah.
I was really surprised you missed that one.
Yeah, I thought I hit it pretty good, but like, just,
You did.
you know.
You didn't hit it pretty good at all. It was terrible. No offense to Mr. It wasn't even close. The 9 ball you hit pretty good.
Huh?
The 9 ball you hit pretty good. When you hung up over here. You hit it a little too hard, put a touch of accidental inside English, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I hit that good, right? It barely caught the
Just hit it a
titty,
little
yeah.
too hard, maybe a little inside.
Well, I had to come around, you know, but.
No, I'm talking about you glue yourself to the 9. You hit the 9 fine.
Yeah,
It's a tough
I
shot.
know, it was just, I did, I was
You should have been way over here though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I was pretty straight. I didn't want to punch it too hard, but I should have just, you know, hit it a little bit. Yeah, anyway, I got close.
He didn't play his normal game.
Huh?
He didn't play his normal game against you.
No, I don't. We both didn't.
Yeah, I was thinking, wow, I wish
He beat
Evo would play me like that.
He forgot it.
I've actually done it in semis, so it's been actually. I would actually use this one. It's kind of cool. It has like a little. That's pretty smart. It's got like a little. So you can rip it off when it hits down.
No, nice.
It's actually pretty nice.
Some fancy chop.
I wonder how much these cost. I like my little shitty chalk stuff. I don't think I would use that.
Right? Yeah.
But that is better than the round one for sure.
Yeah, it draws a little slow, and like I said, it's bouncy right now, and a little tight. I'm like, fuck. Well, these
my favorite tables.
no, it plays pretty
It's
good.
not too tight. It's not too loose. It's
I don't know. I don't make the ball that good like you guys.
It's getting worn in. Probably with that. Trying to
If
change
I
the
did,
spot
you'd
for
be bumming.
yeah, you're really sad. I'll just die.
It's like I made some nice kicks against him.
I was saying that on the stream. I was saying the guy was playing shots instead. That first safety where you missed safety. I was watching a whole bunch of
Yeah. Yeah, he hit a good.
this table was fun.
This is like, you see that? No, it's slow because he's barely going 4 rails. A little bit.
This one just
Usually
gets, we
yeah.
did these all at the same time. This one just gets played on monster.
I get it.
Like there's never a time where it's on this table.
I actually don't.
Look at it compared to the rest of the table. Trying to not lose the ball. We were not much like around the clock.
Yeah, wow, like 4 1/4, I'll be like, it takes a little bit from the game, you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
I think so. Even like,
Not on maybe on a diamond it does, but on a gold crown.
even with those guys, it's like, it's a little bit more like roll it and, you know what I mean? It's different. You can't
These
manipulate
guys
that.
are blasting the ball. You're crazy.
I'm telling you. You know, you don't talk.
This is for
Yeah, but the diamond also plays a little different, you know what I mean? On the new ball. The problem is like 4 1/4 when he gets worn up, good fucking luck. You know what I mean? When it's worn up, then it's like
This
not
table
like
before-
sliding or like on TV. They play on 4 1/4, they play fucking new. I mean, couple of them will still play good on this, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be like, it's a little different.
This table with new ball. Filler played his first match on it. Ready? Filler played his first match of the tournament.
Yeah, he beat Jeff Kennedy 9-0, I know.
But you know how he beat him?
How, he just ran out?
The guy breaks stride, and then he comes back, it's 8-0. Filler didn't miss a ball.
Oh, was this Francisco?
It was Filler.
Oh, Phil, yeah.
He runs the dry
Dry
break,
break.
breaks and runs 7 behind him.
Yeah. I
That's
get it.
insane. No, he's a machine.
He's a little bit on the spectrum. You know, that's what I saw. He blocked me actually. I just saw him, he blocked me at the meeting. Like, yeah, no filler, Jeff Kennedy. Because I said something smart about it, I can't remember, but I think the second match went like that. So I think he won like, it was like 9-1 or something. You know what I mean?
He didn't even do anything wrong.
I know.
He pays 400 to sit right here. He sat right here. There's people all around him.
Filler is like, Jeff, who?
Yeah.
Imagine he pays $4 to sit here with everyone knows $2 for like plays an 8-pack on you.
I know. That's what I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the stuff from Derby, the one pocket thing.
I didn't even watch it, but I'm sure
You have to watch it. No, they exchanged couple of things. Because obviously not taking great too, but he gets a short, runs out. I mean, they were just fucking insane. Ping, boom, bam, fucking. Yeah, but for like 8 minutes.
they're playing on super tight tables now. It's all 4 inches, so now 4 1/4 it was like a joke.
Oh, I get it.
Just sat in the chair and watched.
I get
know.
it. No, the guy, like I said, the guy is.
You have to put the video out there.
Nada, no publicity.
Yeah,
No
yeah, he was freaking snake bit. Yeah, 2 or 3. The next week they were down playing the big open at Jason Falfram, and the same thing happened. Yeah. Somebody said, yeah, it was on video. I know.
I mean, either way, it's a fluke, you know.
It's a crazy, insane fluke. I mean, you've seen the ball rock after a while, but right when he it must have been like his divot, like that, just like that.
Yeah.
And it just,
When he
when he
ain't light either.
I didn't even honestly when he did it. He was like, oh, it's moving, I saw the video. I was like, yeah. It was just his reaction. Not that I didn't believe that they moved, his initial reaction, I thought he was just shocked that he missed it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He was
How
like,
did he miss that shot?
That weekend was rough.
Yeah, I didn't see that match,
All the
but
draw stuff went wrong.
yeah, I think like I said, I think the second one he might have lost again, nothing won, and then I said something nice there, like, one of the big boys, and he's like, you fucking, he sent it right, and he's like, what are you being smart ass now? What? I'm like, yeah, like you a mushroom like me. You know what I mean? I know it's about the same speed. Yeah, I played them a million times. You know what I mean? That guy hasn't heard of you, and he just like, hello. That stuff with that break too.
Plus, also, when Philly got to like he got to the quarterfinals or something, he was playing Zelensky, and everyone was like bitching at me about his break speed. I'm like, I'm not over there. I'm not fucking, I don't have a radar gun. So I walked over and I told whoever was ref, I'm like, tell him to break hard. So I'm sure the very first half he was like breaking perfect, soft breaking. No one said shit to him. No one was paying attention.
Who's that fella?
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna gain much on.
I don't know. They were all like butthurt on his break speed. That's all right. I got like
I
three
think
texts
that
from
cut
him.
break you're gonna soft like what do you like you soft it?
I don't even know what soft breaking is in that format because personally I find it hard to get the action on it when he breaks off. Granted, I have to put on the random clock. I think he had a big lead on Zelensky, and then Zelensky like ran 6 on him, or just kept him in the chair for 6, and then bam, Zelensky
He hasn't. He probably hasn't played good since. He probably hasn't played good since.
Who, Zelensky?
Yeah.
I think you're right about that. I don't think he's won anything since. It's hard to do, man. Playing those monsters. Even if you play good, you're still gonna lose. Like,
No, I mean these guys are like. This is like with mine. You know, I was with mine. That's why I'm like.
they go, their draw is like, oh, I'm only playing a 780.
It was a big difference though. The 8-8. Those guys are fucking machines.
It's a big difference, but any of those guys can have a set where they just play 450.
Yeah, especially against the microphones. Yeah, this thing with the the thing that takes like 9 minutes or something, it's retarded.
He wins the 3 racks in 9 minutes.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. It's just like
The finals.
no, but it was like boys the guys look really good.
Who was he playing? Was it Vinegar?
No, I can't remember. You just
Was
find
it
it.
this
It was like
year?
9 minutes, fill a run out, one pocket. And it's just like, break a couple safeties, out, right? Then the other guy broke. I can't remember how they switched.
Was it the TV table, the main one? Or side
No,
table?
I don't think it's like that, but it was.
That was probably even money.
says even Shane, Gorst obviously won couple. He plays really good, but I don't think it's. I mean, I feel like just.
I think it's funny.
He's a
Floyd's
little
gonna
bit
be
on
the
the
richest.
spectrum.
He's gonna be the richest player in the world now. He's such a play keeper.
Oh, because he's
He's just the
rolling
king of the
now.
WPA.
Yeah.
I mean, there are.
Gives me couple years I don't think he won. Did he win when he played just now?
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, just the ball making is.
It's kind of a shame. I didn't even really get to watch it.
The what?
They were all here. I don't think I watched a single game. I watched it on the screen, but I don't think I actually went over and like watched anyone play pool. They wanted us to go quarter to quarter on those games. I was like, you guys are crazy. I was like, we just went to 4.5 inches.
Yeah.
We just did it last year. Maybe come play the Joss in February.
Hopefully, like I said, depends on the weekend. Sometimes I'm lazy actually.
It's the first and second February. We got a lot of players last time. We had like 91 or 93 or something.
Yeah. Something that I really don't enjoy. I ain't gonna lie. Then you wait forever.
It's a little bit slower than what I do. Too strong.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, honestly, I used to know more about the paddle racking and all that now, but I just been like so many years now that I think I just a few weeks ago I played keys with the Magic Racket. Mike started like so great and shit. And I'm like,
Stuff with the high quality. You can't run out of well with that break.
yeah, I mean,
It's so easy.
yeah, the tempo I George tonight doesn't want to play tempo at all.
Yeah, you got all mad at me hit it wicked hard, they're gonna go like here.
Yeah.
But the gap, you can smash it, they still go here. He knows all the tricks.
No, I get it.
No, I'm stupid.
here we are with the semifinals. And Mike took a pretty risky shot to develop that 6-ball, and this is going to be a great out right here, honestly. Just to develop the 6, not get hooked on the 9, and yeah, pretty sporty right here. And I always say that the worst possible position to be in the tournament is losing the hot seat, because then you end up playing a guy who's warm, but you don't have that second bullet. All right, free Kodo. I'll take the bet if you're interested. I know it's easy to say now that I know who won the first game, but I just think, given the circumstances that I just outlined, Mike have just played a nice fluid amount of sets. Oh, never mind, no bet. You don't want to do that, though. I feel like he just really rushed that one. Yeah. Wow, what a great out just to miss the 10-ball. It's pretty brutal. I didn't really see what happened from the 9 because I was looking at the chat, but man, got a little complacent, I guess, from the 9 to the 10. But still surprised he missed that shot. I feel like hitting it with the low ball and the outside just makes it deflect a lot more. It seems like kind of unnecessary on a shot like that when you can just go with top, but what do I know? All right. She's got to be feeling pretty blessed at this current moment. Looks like he kind of has a bank here on the 1 potentially position. To the 2, maybe. Of course, if you miss it, might not be pretty because it is call shot, call safe. So he decides to try and lock him up. Does he get there? I think he got the hook pretty good there. I think. He'll definitely be able to hit this one way or the other. If he didn't get the hook, he might even have this in the corner. Oh, he had it right in the side. Looks like he must have fouled there. He must have hit the 5 with his stick, I would assume, watching the replay right now. Yes, he did hit the 5 with his stick. Yeah, Mike's a really good guy, so he's going to call that out himself instantly. Every time. I wonder if Rich is going to try and develop. Nope. Wow, now he's going to have to either... I think he's going to have to go like crazy 3 rails with this if he wants to. It is a good way to get to the 5 if he hits it with pace. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good way to get there by accident. Don't think he was trying to do that. I mean, he was trying to play 3 rails, but I don't think that was his intention from the ball in hand. But that did work great. If it was, then more power to him. It's a pretty confident way to get there. So potentially having 2 early blunders for Mike might really turn costly, and I think this is exactly what Rich needs to go into the set with Evo, is just, you know, get loose, play a couple games on the table first, and play his real game against Evo, because we just didn't see the real Rich against Evo at all. Alright, he's got options here. He can go 3 rails around, he can go 2 rails and check it up with inside, or he can just float this, which I don't like just floating it. I think he needs to do something with the cue ball. So he decided to go try and go around. I think he came up a hair short here. I thought he might have tried to double the rail or use tons of inside and went short long. Excuse me, long short and checked it back up. But now he's either looking at a tough cut or a bank. Yeah, he's going to cut it and try to just float this around kind of short side on the 10, I think. Or he's going to hammer it and come under the 10. Well, he went in between a little bit, but he got good on the side. Kind of by accident, I believe. Wow. I think Mike's going to put him back in here. Pretty sure he's going to say shoot. He says, you try it. He says, thanks for the, who am I? I'm the guy. That's who I am. All right, Rich is going in on this bank. That's not going to be pretty. Is he going to sell out? Yeah, I mean, could have left it better, could have left it worse. Pretty 50-ish. I think Mike will cut this in the side. Yeah. Notice he didn't rush into shooting this one like the last one. He decides to go in the corner. Still drawing the ball. It's a little bit better. All right, both players deciding to gift. I think they call this love in tennis. Or something like that. Man, both players coming with a nice little out and just missing the 10 ball. That's how it goes. All right, erase the 3. All right, let's see Mike's break here. That was atrocious. I don't think the rack was good. He hit it all sorts of crazy hard. Unnecessary. Let's watch the replay. Oh, that was insane. He didn't even hit the 1 ball first, I don't think. All right. Does Richie have enough space to play stop shot on the 2 to get to the 3? I don't know if he has the stop shot anymore from that angle. No, not really. So he's going to have to try and either play to the corner, draw to the side for the angle, or come all the way up and down, and getting to the 4 is going to be tricky. Oh, he played that really well, actually. Still getting to the 4 is going to be tricky. I think he might want to play safe from here, to be honest. Unless he can... I don't think he can drag it around the... If he can maybe drag it around the 6, that's the shot. Otherwise, I think he should play safe. Going forward, it's not going to work, I don't think. Wow, he hit that good. I mean, look how good he hit it, and he didn't really even get that good on it. That's what I mean. That was asking a lot. Of course, if he didn't hit the 7, I don't know if he even would have been that much better. I think he would have had a similar cut just closer to the ball. He just has the edge of this. Yep. 10 ball is going to be his friend, I guess. Well, it's $20, so I think it'll be okay either way, free. But I do have the keys to the place, so if you'd like to drive down here and play sets, We can do that. All right, so they're in a little safety battle here. Is Rich gonna cut this bank or play safe? That's probably wise. I think we're gonna see Mike play a similar half ball hit and try to get on the 7. He also might try to. No, I think that's what he's doing. Let's see. Yep, just like I said, that's a pretty good shot. I think Richie has a little edge to this, so I'll probably try to get over by the 5 again. He's going to sell out a shot here. All right. This is the shot. It's pretty nice. Mike can just softly roll this, which is probably the shot. Yeah, I think that's the shot there. Oof. Use the whole pocket. He's going to go follow a little inside English. Just enough to leave a little angle so he's not straight here. And Mike's going to end up with the lead here. All right, a scratch on the break to tie it up maybe. Let's see what happens here. How's the layout? The 5 ball is in a pretty awkward spot, and the 3 ball is no picnic either. He's gonna come one rail and try to get right to where his hand is on the cue ball. No? Okay. I mean, that'll do. We just going the opposite way. Probably better to not back cut it if anything, so he just wants to float out to the middle. Yeah, that's the problem with that. You just kind of force it. I think the other way would have been a little more natural. And now he made the 5 ball problem not really a problem at all. However, the 2 to the 3 is going to be a little more tricky. I think we're going to see a really nice stroke shot from Mike here. I don't think he can follow it, but maybe he can. Yep, decided to draw it. I think he was asking a real lot there to draw that because it wasn't straight enough. Expect to see a little lockup. I don't know if he's just going to stun it over, if he's going to follow into the 8. So he follows into the 8. Here's a little window. Richie might go to the air here. Yep, he's going for it. think he called it. Wow, that was pretty close. That was the bounce. Bounce just enough to get you in trouble there. See here. Alright. Mike's going to have to do a nice little stun run through here. Oh, he can just follow it, I think, actually. Oh, he decided to go over there. It's alright. I feel like now he's going to have to play short side. It's not too short, so it's not a big deal. It's pretty natural to stun over there unless he can get by the 7. Yep. And Mike's going to be on the hill in a second here unless he hooks himself. He wouldn't do that though. Ooh. He didn't want to come that close. That was definitely a roll. Alright, he's going to go a little inside English here. Alright, in just a second. Mike's just getting out. This is the best I've seen Mike play in a little while, to be honest. I know he's a capable player, but he's been a bit rusty lately. Made it to the finals of the last 2 TNTs and lost to players you just wouldn't really expect him to. But then again, that's 9 ball. Not 10 ball, it's quite different. Alright. Still anyone's game here. I really gotta say, I want Rich to win because I want to see the Rich Evo match again. But either way, it's going to be a good pool. You guys are around next Sunday. You want to check out Amazing Billiards or this new format for the Ultimate Pool League Boston Metro West. Check out this flyer. It's on the Facebook page. You can also go and join the Boston Ultimate Pool League Boston Metro West page. I'll be posting some stuff really soon about signing up for the league, details, all that stuff. They actually made a change. If you guys are a little bit familiar with the format, I'll explain a couple things, but I'm not going to go into crazy detail. So if you were aware that they were doing 400 as the player minimum for your team, they actually raised it to 450. And it's looking like that's basically going to translate to around a 500 or 480 Fargo. So you guys can make some pretty strong teams the way this format is. So go check out some of the posts I've made on it. And just remember, when you see the 400, they actually raised that to 450. So, all right, it's a race to 3 here for Rich. I mean, it's really anyone's game when it's a race to 3, I always say. But this layout is pretty tricky. Wow, did he call that? Wow, that's a good shot, but he did not get rewarded. The kick is really tough here. I think we're going to see a jump, or he's going to want to tie up a ball. Even the jump is hard. He risks a really big scratch, so he's going to try and masse this. Even with the masse, the scratch is big. I think he should tie up a ball here or jump it. The 10 ball goes last, so this dead 10 combo isn't really going to be a factor. But yeah, this is a tough jump not to scratch and not to hit the 10. Yeah, that's a really tough jump. That weird mid-range jump where the object ball is like 2/3 or 60%. I don't know why does he forget? No, he knows enough. He's just He knows this isn't a win. I think he's just playing this because it makes sense to get to the 2 and open up the rack. I don't think Rich is going to get back to the table from here, I gotta say. All right, twice across. I got in the middle of nowhere on this one. I think we're going to see a super stroke from Mike here on the draw. Unless he called it to the left side. No, we're seeing the super stroke here. He's going to try to... Wow, he went the other way. Okay, he did call that. All right, Rich has got to feel pretty good about getting back to here. I mean, he runs out here, which is very likely. He breaks and runs, and then bam, it's hill. Leaves himself a nice angle that he gets. He wants to get real straight on this 6 if he can. And if he doesn't get straight, he needs to leave a big angle to work back and forth. He doesn't want to get in between. This is really not good. Thanks. Appreciate you. Thank you. And now he's going to leave himself quite a tester on the 7. I mean, this is a tough shot, even if the guy isn't on the hill. So, I don't know if he's going to try and draw this or follow it. The 10 ball could get big if he does try to follow it. Let's see what he does. Wow, he hit that good. 10 ball got big, but it actually helped him. Nice shot there. Just gotta pinch it a little bit. All right. Rich Mini. Rich Mini's being Rich Mini. He might go to the rail with a little inside. Might just stop it right there. Wow, he came all the way over there. Did not like that, but he's okay. He's actually perfect. Looks like the ball settled in a weird way there. Actually helped him, believe it or not. I think it caught the slate there. And actually gave him quite an easier shot than he would have had, so. I'm a little surprised he played that hard. I'm sure he wasn't expecting the inside to grab as much. I think if he was going to play that to come across and not just play like a little touch shot, that he probably could have done without any English at all. But doesn't matter, he's out. And now it's a 2-1 game, also known as anyone's game. Of course, thank you, yeah. I don't normally do commentary, but when this match is this good and I have nothing else to do, I do it sometimes. Normally I have all the fun cameras and stuff, but like I said, it's all packed up right now, so forgive me. For the Mass State 9 ball in February, we will have the full setup, and we'll have Mike DeMarco, so you don't have to listen to me. So even better. All right, Mike Zub out the gate with an error. Giving Richie a chance, even though this layout's not that great. I mean, the 3 ball is real tough. I mean, he's going to have to play this just to play it safe on the 3. Unless he wants to go like crazy and try to break it out, but I think that would be very ill-advised. Wow, that was an aggressive shot. He's gonna not risk. Yeah, he's lucky that he has an edge of this 3 to play. No, I don't think he does. It's tough. On this angle, it looks like he has a sliver of it, but I think he's gonna be kicking here. You know what? If the 4-7 combo doesn't go, it's kind of tricky. He might want to just like not even touch this. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, he did well there. I did not think it was wise to try and break that out. I think he should have just played for the save. I think he can just thin this and leave Richie pretty tough. Well, I think he was trying to do a little too much there, getting behind the 10. I mean, it would have been a devastating safety, but sometimes like a pretty good safety is, you know, pretty good. All right, Richie's got a nice lockup right here where he can just stop it. Got to watch the speed on a shot like this because it's easy to have the object ball go a little further than you wanted, and then all of a sudden it's not so safe, but that's good speed. He actually cuts off quite a few avenues on the kick, so he's going to go one rail, maybe two rails on this. I actually think the two-railer can be easier to judge. I don't like this one. He's going to have to reverse this. No, I guess not. That's the problem with that. All right. It's definitely in Richie's hands to go hill here. See him reaching quite a bit. How's that 6 ball? Wow, that's crazy, dude. He's get hooked there. I think he is hooked judging by his face, and he's going to try and masse this, I think. Yep, he's going to masse it. I'm going to get this angle so we can see if the 6 moves. Yeah, that's... Man, I just felt like he didn't need to do that. I know that that probably happened because he was reaching. But man, he didn't have to get double kissing, get hooked, but man, he didn't need to bump that at all. But yeah, I do believe he lost a little control because he was reaching quite a bit. And yeah, if Richie gets back to the table here, he's going to be really lucky. Mike Zhu almost got on the wrong side of this, but he didn't. He should be able to draw back and play the 7 in the side of the corner. He's going to have to draw straight back, though. All right, looks like the side is pretty big considering the stroke he put on that. He's going to come out center of the table. I think he wanted more angle than that, but he's okay. He's got a great draw shot, and he's going to show it here. And this is probably going to do it. He's a little bit on the wrong side of the ball. He might want to follow this. Or he can try and cheat the pocket and come short side. If he just draws straight back into it, he might risk landing on the 10. So let's see what he ultimately chooses to do. Oh, wow. He ultimately chose to let us have a hill match, which is very nice of him. Man, I think that on these key shots, he kind of like rushed that, you know? I think he should have really thought about it. Richie still has a little bit of work to do here. Wow. Wowzers. Well, I mean, we gotta love hill, right? Yes, I'm aware of what it was caused by G10. And I'm hoping to have that repaired very soon. I'm hoping to have it repaired for the Mass State 9 ball, that's for sure. Put some moderately new cloth on this table. Hold on a second. Yes, it would have been a good bet. I agree, but I don't really want to bet against Richie. That's the issue. Actually, I don't really want to bet against either one of them, but I really don't want to. Yeah. Oh, Richie. Richie. Mike Zhu decides to make him sweat on that. No, I think he genuinely has to go to the bathroom by the way he's walking. All right, we got a moment to talk about upcoming events. Again, this is the next one. That's why I'm talking about it so much. It's this Sunday, a week from today. It's a pretty cool format. You got the shot clock, the match clock. It's something new, a little bit different rules. It's $45. Come check it out. All right, looks like Mike actually just needed a drink. So I called that wrong. That was the thirsty walk, not the potty walk. All right, we're back. I mean, this is... He wants to get pretty straight on this so he can control the 4 ball. Because if he hits this funny and the 4 gets into the 7, he's not going to get out on this inning. I mean, even if he gets perfect on this 4 ball, it could still be tricky just because, you know, combos are like that. Say he got pretty good there. Let's see what happens here. You really got to just... I don't even know what he's going to do. Let's see what he does. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the exact problem. I think he needed to trust the full hit and hit that a little harder. That was like the second problem. It's either the 4 ball goes down or the cue ball goes to the long rail and you get stuck. So I think he's going to thin this and try to come 1 or 2 rails under the 7, lock the 4 on the 7, and block the cue ball with the 7 ball. Or he could be absolutely insane and try to do some crazy masse shot. I don't know. He could also try to do the same shot I mentioned, but hook him on the 5 instead. That might be better because if he gets ball in hand, he'll still be able to run out. Where if he hits the 4 a little harder and ties up the 7 and the 4 and the 7, it might be hard to run out. So if he took this kind of time on the 9 ball, he probably would have already been in the next set. Alright, not sure what he's trying to do here. Did he call it? I don't think he can even make this ball, so yeah, I think that was... I think he was going for it. I think he's going to get put back in here. Yep, now he's going to the air. I think that was really... I mean, this is the safety that I said that he should play. Well, not exactly the way I think he would have played it if he played the safe, but this is what I was saying he should do, kind of. Now he's got a real low percentage jump. It's going to be hard. He has to hit this like God to get on the 5. All right, let's see it. Like I said, he hit it like Zeus, but not like God, because he's got the big 10 ball in the middle there. I mean, it's amazing he made that, but like I said, the position was just so difficult. And now he's just in a really bad spot. He's got to watch the scratch here. I wonder if he's going to... Oh, he's calling it. I mean, even if he calls this, he's going to be left with a bank on the 7 if he makes it. It would be amazing if he made it, but it's just another shot to nowhere. Let's see what happens. Oh, man, that's what I was thinking was going to happen, the scratch. I think he should put him back in. I think he should put him back in here. Put him back in, or I think I'm putting him back in here. Let him play the safe from here. Yep, that's the call, Richie. I mean, it's a scratch. The safety's tricky. He's gonna try and think he's going to try and thin this and put him behind the 8, but a lot of bad things can happen here. Let's see what he does. That's what I said. Wow, he hit that pretty good. He hit that pretty good. I still think Richie made the right choice. Richie's got to go to the air here. I think Richie should go to the air here, but not try and make it. Try to hit it full. That's what I think he should do, personally. Mike did hit a good safety here. Yeah, he's looking. He doesn't love it. I don't blame him. You gotta jump this and play safe on the jump. That's the shot. Jump it, try to hit it full. Try to go, you know, 2 or 3 rails at the 5, and hopefully you just leave him end to end. Don't like him calling it. I hope he doesn't. Because even if he calls it, I mean, he's going to have to bump the 7 to get on the 7. I'm not sure what he did, to be honest. Let's see. Looks like he did call it. Is he going to get away with it? No. I think it was just asking so much to call that shot. I think it's still a difficult shot no matter what, but you know, you just hit it full. Try to hit it softly as you can, and hopefully you get safe. All right. Mike Zhu got a little bit straight here. A little bit straight with a little bit of a weird angle, but I think he has enough that he can manipulate this and be fine. Yep. Guess he wasn't as off angle as I thought. And again, a little bit straight, but not too straight. I think he's going to be fine. Probably going to see a nice inside English 2-rail shot and come out for the 10 ball on the side. Oh, he decided he's going to draw it. What is he going to do? Let's see. Wow. Those shots are not his friend. Wow. We got lots of drama in this set. Some people follow for the draw, for the dough. Mike follows for the no. Sorry, I didn't get that out clean at all. But yeah, Mike missed 2 very key, you know, last ball to the money ball, tough draw shots. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not a lot more that you can do from there. I think Mike's going to try, again, half ball hit here. You hit the object ball half, the cue ball and the object ball should separate equally, and you can get them behind the 10. Or you can do that one. I just don't like this one because if you hit it too bad, you leave it pretty. I really like the other way. The 10's bigger, the shot's easier. You don't have to worry about the speed as much. You can leave them on the point. I think that's... I mean, this can be a devastating shot if you hit it perfect. I just think the other shot's easier to perform and just as effective. All right. Let's go, Richie. Oh, man. 10 ball. Well, hey, if you're going to leave a guy a tough shot, I mean, it doesn't get much tougher than this. He's going to swing this 2 rails, I think. That's what he tried to do. And they're both leaving each other. They're saying, earn it. No, you earn it. No, you earn it. Man, is he hooked? I don't know if he has to spin this to make it or what. Wow, nice shot, Richie. This is why you practice your straight shots, boys and girls, because they will come up when it's really important. And then you pound them like that because you practice them, and they're easy. All right. Congratulations to Rich. Escaping a little bit there, but Mike just, he's smiling. That's the man. I couldn't close it out smile. All right, we got the rematch with, yeah, this is the match I wanted to see, to be honest. No offense to Mike. I just want to see Richie play his game against Evo. And apparently the 70, 80 people watching agree with me. Not bad for 1 a.m. on a Sunday. I know it is a funny, weird, probably off day for you people tomorrow. All right. Let's get this on the road, since this could take a while. Looks like they made some sort of deal, judging by him breaking it up. Did they decide to split? Did they decide to split? Did you guys make a deal? All right, the old men made some sort of deal and ruined everything. If I'm going to be up this late, I might as well be up another hour and watch the finals. I should tell them they're not getting paid unless they play, huh? Nah, I wouldn't do that. It is late. All right, I guess that's it. You can watch me take pictures of these guys if you like. Have a good night.
The whole time I wanted to see you, beat this guy. I think you could do it if you just played that. Can we fucking smile a little bit? Thank you. Evo looks like I don't even know. Come on. There we go. Can you just smile a little bit? One smile? Should I tickle him? Hold up your teeth. Tickle him? Tickle him. Just hold up your glove. It's the smile. Good job, boy. He's late, I know. Everybody wants money. Nice done. You gotta get out of the fight.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, I know, right? Yep. You playing next Sunday?
冇乜話壓力啫，跟住本係唔需要嘅，我叫佢要平平得啫。人家新加坡真係唯一對水嘅位置對喎。
呢個就積，呢個積。
落呢度。想你的那邊都冇見有，起碼要你有吹水，我食咗鬼。我屌係有一年跳過。
不過應該我又肥佬對複雜㗎。我哋係應該證明嘅，叫對唔入對唔入。我哋係唔咁換起順對部分下嚟一下，因為原先嚟嘅啱嚟嘅冇靚大咯。嗰個嘢精英嘅，但
啊，你啱。我上啊，阿月年佢個八個歐股嘅。
我叫啊，我拗好長喎，你拗我我兩次兩場要啊，試用試佢啊。我試佢你呢個 OK， 我試佢，試兩個688嘅嘢講下。嚇？八日都65啦。我哋咧可以收去查啫，八日都用。冇可能嘅。
屋企烤嘅喎。啊！你幾嘅床？屋企烤。那贏啊！你嘅打咩一贏嘅人那個丟對了。
那你那個。
天地的。
啊。
真的。你我係會這樣子食多了，千萬啱撞嘅食多。
你嗰個波啊，你嗰波切飯就撞實得係嘛？你冇可能撞落個啱對佢我得落嘅。要啊，就鬼啦！鬼啦！你有時你講當我哋口甩一下一得，口甩一下一得，呢啲嘢都會撞落去咧，掉去另個波擦緊熱過啦，要。個龍鴨又好結果係咁樣嘛，而且你個 app 係好，你標本我就能好撚，真係你個 app 好啊多，好啊，個波好啊，要叫那麼個本會好 app 的咯，個波好甜喎，好啊，好卡得落去玩啊，好卡得落去你叫那麼好甜啊，甜好 app 得落去。哦，你看這，你唔 add 落去話，你叫佢我鬼好，我都說得其實啦嘛。有時啲嘢精英係我哋可能我而家練咗2群係嘛？唔記得，反正有時係講嚟講。
呢隻都我贏嘅，呢隻都係我贏呢盤。
定份我贏，我贏，唔係一盤我贏啦嘛。
唔係阿一盤買2盤，阿2盤阿一盤啊。
哦，有精英，呢啲嘅可能呢一定都有，你個專面我得落贏落講要吃嘅成品咁咯，開嘅有時可能其他就我哋。
啱到輪到盤你識飛嘅哇！做嘢行機都係有酷，你都啱啊！
阿倫我又唔贏。我已經冇嚟定力啦，嗰邊嘛。因為我阿倫。屬於定力。因為你乜？我阿倫嘅除咗陳志明啊，我係試咗2啲啖，試咗2啲啖我炸定佢2個人，我嚟㗎。
哇！係呢個地方都瞓着。乜？你話得麥當勞來咧？
啊？
你話要買麥當勞嘅你？
我冇買嚟啦嘛，你咁買咧杯分我冇買，唔來啦嘛。
唔來啊？點解？
當機啦咁。
來嘢唔來。
你個肥佬，我哋個個按款嚟嘅咧， 幾多幣咁，乜間女食得咁，冇女咯，翻。話女乜廿床嚟嘅女，靚太咧，